A loving message from the angels, understanding which relative is no longer safe and why. Dear beautiful soul, the angels have drawn close to your energy today because there is something important you need to understand. This message is not meant to cause fear, but to bring clarity, healing, and protection. The angels are shining their divine light into a relationship that once felt loving and familiar, perhaps even safe, but has now shifted in a way that is no longer aligned with God's plan for your well-being. It concerns a specific relative, someone from your family or close circle, who no longer carries the energy of safety in your life. Through this message, the angels want to help you see clearly. They want to help you listen to the whispers of your soul, to recognize emotional signals, and to gently take steps that protect your peace, your heart, and your spiritual growth. Let their words guide you. Part 1. Recognizing shifts in the relationship. 3 of Pentacles. The angels begin with the 3 of Pentacles, a card that speaks of cooperation, teamwork, and shared efforts. In the past, this relationship may have felt balanced. You may have worked together with this relative, supported each other's dreams, or even helped one another through hard times. There was a sense of unity, of shared purpose, but something has changed. The angels are pointing to a subtle shift that has taken place in this connection. What was once mutual has now become one-sided or misaligned. The other person may now be acting out of competition, envy, or misunderstanding. You may have noticed that their presence no longer feels uplifting. Instead of offering support, they may be creating confusion, emotional stress, or energetic heaviness. Sometimes these changes are slow and hard to notice. You may have tried to overlook their behavior, hoping things would return to normal. You may have blamed yourself, questioned your instincts, or felt guilty for pulling away. But the angels want you to trust what you are feeling. This discomfort is not your imagination. It is a divine signal. Not every relationship is meant to last forever in the same way. Some people are in your life for a season, and when their purpose is complete, it is okay to create distance. Even with family, not all connections are aligned with your spiritual journey. That doesn't make them bad people. It simply means they are not part of your path forward. Part 2. The importance of discernment and boundaries. Your soul is deeply sensitive and spiritually attuned. You are someone who values love, peace, and connection. But this makes you vulnerable to being drained by those who no longer respect your energy. The angels remind you now, discernment is not judgment. It is wisdom. It's time to ask, does this relative treat me with kindness and respect? Do I feel heard, safe, and honored in their presence? Or do I feel emotionally unsafe, manipulated, or overlooked? If your peace is regularly disturbed when you're around them, it may be time to step back. You are allowed to set boundaries, and those boundaries are not rejection. They are acts of self-love. They protect your energy and invite healing into your life. They create space for God to move. The angels want to be clear. Your safety matters. Emotional safety is just as important as physical safety. If someone makes you feel anxious, fearful, small, or confused, that is not love. Love brings clarity. Love brings peace. Love helps you grow. Part 3. The role of divine protection, Archangel Michael. At this moment, Archangel Michael steps forward. He is the warrior angel, the protector, the one who carries a sword of light. He surrounds you with a divine shield of safety and asks you to give him permission to help. He can cut spiritual cords that keep you tied to fear, guilt, or emotional manipulation. You are not alone in this. Even if this relative has power in your family or community, even if they have a strong voice or opinion, you are not powerless. Archangel Michael walks beside you. Call on him when you feel afraid, uncertain, or triggered. He will strengthen your heart and bring you peace. Part 4. Reflecting through solitude, the Hermit. The angels now show you the wisdom of the Hermit card. This is a symbol of deep inner knowing, of going within for truth. Sometimes you need to step back, not to run away, but to find clarity. Time alone with God is where your answers will come from. The Hermit invites you to pause and reflect. What is really happening in this relationship? How do I truly feel around this person? Is my spirit lifted or dimmed by their presence? This season of reflection is not a punishment. It is an opportunity. It is time to retreat, to center yourself, and to let the angels guide you. While you may love this relative and wish them well, it does not mean you must stay emotionally connected or involved in unhealthy dynamics. Part 5. Understanding control and possessiveness. 4 of Pentacles. The angels then bring forth the 4 of Pentacles, a card that speaks of control, fear, and holding on too tightly. This relative may try to influence your choices, guilt you into staying close, or discourage your personal growth. They may use emotional tactics to keep you from stepping into your independence. This control doesn't always look obvious. It may show up in subtle ways, like undermining your decisions, questioning your spiritual path, or reminding you of how much they've done for you. They may act like they're trying to protect you, but underneath it all is a fear of losing control. Let the angels remind you, you were not created to live under the control of others. You were born to grow, evolve, and walk your unique path. If someone's presence makes you feel emotionally trapped or restricted, that is not God's plan for your life. Part 6. The weight of tradition and expectations. The Hierophant. Next, the angels show you the Hierophant, a card tied to tradition, family structures, and spiritual authority. This relative may be someone who carries status in your family. They might be older, highly respected, or seen as a source of wisdom. But the angels reveal something deeper. Just because someone is honored by others doesn't mean they're aligned with God's plan for you. Sometimes those in positions of power misuse their influence. They may try to mold you into their image, forcing you to conform to beliefs that no longer serve your soul. God is not asking you to follow tradition blindly. He's asking you to follow truth. If this relative is using guilt, fear, or authority to silence your voice or suppress your growth, it's time to step away. That's not spiritual leadership. That's spiritual control. Part 7. Emotional tension beneath the surface. 2 of Cups. The angels bring you now to the 2 of Cups, a card of emotional bonds and close relationships. This relative may have once felt like your best friend. There may have been love, laughter, and a deep sense of connection. But somewhere along the way, something changed. You may still care for them deeply, but the emotional balance is no longer there. Instead of mutual respect, you feel pressure. Instead of support, you feel strain. You may even feel like you're walking on eggshells around them. The angels are asking you to trust your emotional instincts. If the relationship feels off, even if they say they care, Listen to your body and your spirit. Your heart knows when something is wrong. Part 8. Emotional manipulation and responsibility, Queen of Cups. Finally, the angels present the Queen of Cups, a deeply emotional and intuitive card. This relative may have leaned on you for emotional support, often expressing their own pain and struggles. You may have felt like their caretaker, their listener, their comfort. But over time, their emotional needs may have become overwhelming. They may unintentionally drain your energy, make you feel responsible for their happiness, or guilt you into staying connected. The angels are not blaming them, but they want you to understand this important truth. You are not responsible for anyone else's healing. You can love someone, pray for them, and wish them well without sacrificing your own peace. Part 9. Honoring your intuition and making a change. Throughout this entire message, the angels have been encouraging you to honor your intuition. That quiet inner knowing you feel, that's God speaking through your heart. If something feels off, it is. If you feel emotionally unsafe, it's not your job to explain it to others. It's your job to protect yourself. Letting go or creating distance does not mean you hate this relative. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're finally listening to what your soul has been telling you all along. Part 10. Healing, forgiveness, and peace. The angels want you to know forgiveness is part of your healing. You don't have to carry anger, bitterness, or pain. You can release them with love. You can pray for this person's healing and leave them in God's hands. But forgiveness doesn't mean reconnection. It simply means freedom. For you, you are allowed to love someone from a distance. You are allowed to walk away from what hurts. You are allowed to choose peace over pressure. That is not weakness. That is wisdom. Archangel Gabriel steps in now to help you communicate your truth with kindness and strength. If you need to speak up, set a boundary, or explain your decision, he will help you find the right words. Final words from the angels. Beloved child, you are sacred. Your well-being matters to the heavens. The angels want you to know that you are never alone. They are walking with you, guiding every step, wrapping you in divine love and protection. If you've been wondering why your spirit feels uneasy around a certain relative, now you know. This is divine confirmation. Trust it. Let yourself release what no longer serves you. Let yourself heal. Let yourself rest. Your journey is just beginning, and God has beautiful things waiting for you. You are cherished. You are guided. You are protected. Always.